Hey, you corrosive douchebag assholes. It's Tone from Tone's Vent. Yes, I'm doing two in one day. Two in one day. And I'm bringing a guest on. I'm bringing back Steph. We got a funny conversation started about taking a crap on your first date when you meet a girl for the very first time. Or, you're just breaking the ice. And, how should we really just dive into this? We only got 6 minutes to get into this.
Well, how about let's go by the situation. Let's say you go ahead and meet this girl. Like, this is the first time that you two are getting together, and like your buddy set you up for something, and you're going over to her house and pick her up. A lot of girls, for the most part, when you come and get them, oh, it'll be just a few minutes. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Well, making yourself comfortable could mean anything. Go into the fridge, see what she's got, sit down on the couch, put your feet up, go into the bathroom, take a shit. Don't do that last one. Never do that last one. I feel like that if you do that on the first date, it's going to ruin any kind of chances that you have with this girl, whether you're in it for like a sexual relationship, whether you're in it for a friendship, whether you want to just be able to associate with someone from the other
I can
gender.
actually relate to this. I was dating a chick for maybe like 3 weeks, and honestly, dude, we went out partying the night before. I didn't eat anything that day, so nothing. No breakfast, no lunch, no dinner. I waited all fucking day until night, and I didn't even eat anything. Then we just started drinking.
Yeah.
Fucking getting shit-faced, okay? The next morning, I'm all hungover. First, I throw up in my car on myself. I'm driving home. So that's one strike against Tony. Two, we get to her house. We just fucking pass out like some drunk slobs, dude. I wake up, my stomach hurts, I am about to puke again. But for some reason, I have to take a shit. I take this foot-long turd, and I swear to God, it's rock-solid mass. Like, it probably weighed at least 10 pounds of poo. And I poop this sucker out, and I try to flush the toilet, and it wouldn't go down the toilet.
Oh, no, that's the worst possible
no.
scenario.
Dude, it clogged the toilet. She's passed out in the other room, and it's not even like she lives in a house to where I can use a plunger. She lives in a fucking trailer park.
No.
Oh, man. So, I honestly think that in her whole thing here, she was out, so that was the coolest thing. She was sleeping the whole time.
Yeah.
But I think she had to, get her, the pump cleaned. Like, it was full of shit and piss, and it just had, she needed to clean that, get it sucked out. So I'm, freaking out, half, drunk still, and just I gotta get this shit out of here. Dude, it would not work. I used the plunger. Plunger wouldn't work. So I'm I didn't know what to do. So I just I flushed it one last time. The turd went down, but it clogged the toilet. And no matter what I did to get this thing down there, it wouldn't work. Wouldn't work.
That is horrifying.
So you want to know what I did is I got the toilet to normal level by scooping the water out and pouring it down the sink.
You are a fucking evil genius.
Yes. So what I did was I made it seem like she clogged the toilet. Bra fucking bow. Right on. I know that worked. It fucking worked. It saved my neck of time. But the whole problem was is her aunt knew the chick wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So immediately they were busting my balls because, dude, when it clogged on her, it way overflowed. And she had the litter box right next to it, so all the water went into the litter box. The litter box fucking exploded all over. Worst. Oh, my God. Okay, that was just one embarrassing moment. We wound up breaking up a couple weeks later, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I don't fucking know. But I wound up spitting that into her.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I'm kind of scared to do it. Yeah. I'm a shy shitter anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't do it. Even at work, I'm like, is somebody going to come in the fucking back room? Dude, I will have the turd, almost all the way out. Somebody opens that back door. I hear the beep, beep. It'll fucking...
Go right back in.
The piece of shit will fuck me back. It'll fuck itself back into my colon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, ooh,
Ooh, how's it going?
Yeah. It scares itself right back in. Even when I'm taking a piss. I went to the Sox game trying to piss in the stall. I actually had to zip up and go into the stalls.
Oh, no.
I can't do it. There was nobody there when I walked in. But when I walked in, everybody gotta go in there. So I'm holding my dick in my hand. Everybody starts to fill in the spots, and I'm just uh-oh. I zip up my pants. They were all looking at me I didn't do anything. And then they just see me beeline. I was and then I said it in my head. I'm I pissed myself into a shit. That's my logic. But, you know, if they were looking under the stall to see what this nuthead's doing, that's what goes on in my head. Like, are these people paying attention to what I'm doing? I'm that kind of person. So I'm always worried about what the fuck people are thinking. But,
that's not a bad.
Yeah. It's not a bad thing, is it?
No, not at all.
Just a little freak. A little bit.
You know, I bet you'd be surprised. A lot more people probably do that.
Yeah.
They're just as insecure as you.
But what do you people think? Do you think it's an omen to shit on the first date in front of your new or soon-to-be girlfriend, if it ever happens?
Or in front of a female in general.
Yeah. Do you think it's an omen? Fucking, you guys need to fucking comment or post the shit, or I won't be able to, like, do another one about this topic. You need to make it happen, or the shit ain't gonna happen. You feel me? So either Tony Eats Animal Crackers, drop the second C in crackers, so it's CRAKERS@gmail.com, or you can fucking comment, okay? You fucking assholes, go fuck yourself. Hey, cocksuckers, it's Tone from Tone's Vent. I got another guest who we're actually going to go back and talk about the Omen shit, okay? The Omen shit is when you basically meet the woman for the first time. He's got his own little input on there, and I want to hear it. His name is Genoso. Say hi, Genoso.
Hi, Genoso.
All right, I know he did the same thing, fucking stepped in. Anyway, all right, so what's your input on this whole...
Well, first off, I'd like to just thank you for having me on your podcast. This is great having me here. I'm happy to be here.
No problem.
On the podcast, not in the store, of course.
Mm-hmm. We'll ignore that. Anyway, so go ahead.
Well, as far as the Omen shit goes, my take on that is simply... you probably want to get that shit out before you actually arrive at the girl's house. You know, you eat a big meal, that's fine. Load up. You need some carbs. Might be a long night. But get that shit out before you arrive at her house. And here's why. I assume, you know, you're going to shower up before you go there. Nobody wants to show up to a first date all smelly and stinky. So, you know, you're going to wash your body and get the undercarriage all nice and clean. Okay. Now, you don't want to go there. Shit. Now the chili hole's all dirty and nasty again, right? So the date goes nicely, but you got this like kind of nagging feeling down there in the poop chute. And then, you know, maybe things go well, and later on in the night, you know, you start kind of going at it with her in the bed. You got to drop trout, and all of a sudden, there's that foul, nasty, smelly shit scent wafting from your anus because of the shit you took. And there's kind of no getting around that, you know what I mean? And that's a killer, right? That's a mood killer.
Yeah.
That is a complete mood killer.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting a man's ass mussed up your nostrils. Especially,
exactly.
You know, if you take her out dancing. Most chicks like dancing, knock back a few drinks. Your ass gonna be a little sweaty there, you know? Right. Fucking right up her nostrils. Fucking her wet pussy from dripping will go straight to dry hole. You'll be fucking sandpaper in 2 seconds.
I cannot agree more. Yeah. Could not agree more. So you want to get that shit out before you arrive at the girl's house. And then, of course, you know, I mean, after you leave, then fine, you can hold it to after you leave, but avoid doing it while you're there, in her presence, you know, at the restaurant, only if on a total need-be type basis. Yeah. I mean, if it's a complete emergency. Otherwise, it can be gotten done before you get there.
Exactly. And while you bring up that topic of the whole restaurant thing, somebody actually did comment on my fucking podcast. Thank you. I'm not going to put your name out here because I'm actually going to send it to you.
I'll respect the privacy.
Yeah, I'll respect the privacy of that. I'm not, you know, not going to bust anybody's balls, but he basically sent me a text message, which was kind of cool. Buddy of mine for a long time. He says, embarrassing moment. He took a girl out on a date. It was about that time. They were at a restaurant. It was about that time where the check was supposed to come, but he's like, you know what? I forgot my wallet in my car. I'll be right back. He got outside, knowing he didn't have to fucking get his wallet. He had to drop a massive shit. And what he told me is he basically ran across the street into a McDonald's, motherfucker, and he was like, I blew that fucker up. Like, I just ripped this McDonald's, you know. He completely shit up that bathroom. He comes back. Now, in my mind, this is check time, okay? Now, a first date is like the biggest first impression you can have.
Pretty much.
All right, just think about it. You're going on a date. The check is coming. Like, I'm just thinking in her seat, like, is this motherfucker trying to skip out on the check? Or, you know, like, I wonder how long it took my buddy to come back from dropping this deuce. Literally, from a restaurant, going to take a shit.
He's probably wondering where did he go. Is he, like, skipping out and leaving me with the bill? Like, I forgot my wallet. I'll be right back. And he'll come back.
Yeah, like, I forgot my wallet. I go fuck yourself, you know?
Right.
But, you know, I just want to say thanks, bud, for sending that in. It's a funny story. Many more people, you fucking comment, I'll keep it anonymous, so then you're not, I won't put your fucking shit out there. They won't know who the hell you are.
Figuratively and literally with the shit.
You see that? Yeah, work that in there.
I caught that.
Yeah.
Okay,
double pun, sir.
Yeah, double
but, so that's basically, what was going on. The Omen shit will fuck up your dating life. I'm telling you, just fucking take a shit at home. Go to the gym, clean your ass out.
Right.
Fucking
get a good scrubbing.
Yeah, get a
and
fucking
get it out.
crank off, crank one
Do
out.
what you got to do.
Yeah, right before you go on this date, you won't run into any issues. There's no fucking.
Or if you do run into issues, it won't be revolved around shit. It might be other things.
Yeah.
Like, she brings up the ex-boyfriend, or
it's just
an annoying laugh.
Yeah.
But it won't be revolving around your defecation.
Yes,
that's the point.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
I mean, it'll basically just be her talking about me shit. So that'll be the least. That'll be the least of your bad date worries.
Right.
Won't be any of that other stuff involved. So, on the dating topic, I mean, what are some of your, tips and pointers other than the washing your undercarriage?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for asking, Tony. A couple of tips and pointers for a first date we're talking about here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I would say... Okay, well, anyway, I just want to get this out there. I read in a magazine, I believe it was maybe Harper's Bazaar or Cosmo, I don't remember what magazine. Anyway, a 2008 poll was taken, back in 2008. They asked women their turn-ons and turn-offs about guys. Number one turn-off amongst 100 women polled was, ready?
Drum roll.
Bad breath.
Bad breath.
Seriously, more so than guys, talking about their exes or into themselves or whatever. It was bad breath. So I'd recommend Altoids. Just brush your teeth before on a date.
Fucking chew some gum.
Tic Tacs, Altoids. Before you get out of the car, you're approaching your doorstep. Pop an Altoid in there. Good breath. That's one tip I'd advise.
All right. We are out of time. Like I said, listen, share, comment. Reach me at Tony Eats Animal Crackers. Drop the second C in crackers. Go fuck yourself.